Welcome or welcome back for some more Survive the Nights. It has been a hell of a long time since we've covered this game, and in that time the game has improved so much, with loads of new items being added, major quality of life fixes, and loads more, including performance fixes, server performance fixes, loads of brand new items, traps, a complete overhaul of the blueprint and placement systems, and the ability to now remove furniture from inside houses so you can completely make it your own, which is awesome. Now, if you're a fan of Survive the Night, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and stick around for much more. Now, in this video, we're going to go over everything that has been going on over the past few months. There's been a hell of a lot of it, including a major update, which was 1.24, and a devlog that came with that, which is what you're watching in the background. This is done by JT, the man himself, absolute legend. All the guys that Survive the Nights are awesome, and if you love zombie survival games, I'd recommend picking this one up. It is down in the description below, so you can go check that out if you want to give the guys a bit of support. They've got a Discord and loads of other stuff. All the relevant links you'll find down below. Now, when it comes to this update, they've added loads of stuff, and since then, one of those main features is being a major overhaul to the crafting system. Now, the crafting system is great and it is fun, but they've completely changed the way that it works. Now, what you used to do was just have items in your inventory along with all the stuff there, plonk it down and then build it up. But now what you can do is place down traps, which now come out at the full health. Whereas beforehand, what they do is drop down and then you'd have to improve them and fix them up to get them up to full health. So this does change a hell of a lot of time in the game, and time is something that is very delicate, because you know you've only got the daytimes to survive, and if you're playing on a standard server, those daytimes can get pretty short pretty quick. So being able to place these items down at full health really helps that process and speed things up when it comes to the Horde Night. Then alongside that, internally, there's been so many massive changes to the way that we craft and optimize our houses and have them exactly how we want them. Now, that comes in the form of being able to remove all of the interior furniture. What you can do now is go around, just search it, which will destroy it, and then you can have that in your inventory, all the items that you get from breaking that down, which will then allow you to actually place all your own items, which is good because they've added so many new things, such as the pegboard, which will allow you to stack your weapons, tools, to showcase everything, and it looks cool and acts as a brilliant form of storage. Now, you can place these things on your pegboards however you want, so you can make it look really cool, really swanky in your home. Now, with those pegboards, they've also introduced a brand new workbench, which looks much better than the original one. Now, this new workbench is the same as the old one in theory, it works exactly the same, but it just looks a hell of a lot better, and if you play around with the pegboards, you can make it look really cool, and have a full-on little hardware store going in your Horde base. And having all of those items on there just makes it look so much better. Alongside that, with traps, they've improved them and added loads of new ones, such as the automatic shotgun trap. Now, you all know about the shotgun trap in the game. It is loads of fun, and you can take out some people pretty quickly if you're playing PvP. Now, the shotgun trap, you just run through it, and it's a double barrel shotgun that goes off. Now you can add the FRKS to that, which is a semi-automatic shotgun, which fires, I think it's 8 rounds or 7 rounds when you've got that extended mag, and it is loads of fun. Absolutely annihilate zombies that come anywhere near you. Alongside that, they've got a few explosive traps, which do a hell of a lot of damage, but do bear in mind, explosive damage on this game is also extremely brutal to your own items. So if you've got things placed close by, I definitely wouldn't recommend using big-ass bombs, because you might destroy your own base. Now, when it comes to building these items as well, they've optimized that so you can now use power tools, which get things going a little bit quicker. Beforehand, there were certain items that you could have to use a hammer on or a wrench on, depending on what they were, and it did make the process a little bit slow, but now they've sped that up with the use of power tools, which works so well, especially when it comes to boarding up windows. Now, the shotgun traps as well, something that's really cool about them is now you can place them beneath a window. So placing them beneath a window is definitely going to blow a few zombies' heads off. You are still going to have to go over to them and reload them like you would with this old standard shotgun trap. So do bear that in mind. Shotgun ammo does run out pretty quick, and it's can be a bit of a pain to come by. Now, as well as that, there's been an introduction to actual level-locked crafting. Now, beforehand, they introduced the level system, which goes all the way up to level 20. They've now improved that cap, so it now goes up to level 30. Alongside that, they've tied certain craftable items behind a level lock, so you will need to be a certain level before you can actually craft those items, which is relatively good and stops you getting all of the massively OP stuff right at the start, because you could be very lucky and come across the right things to build everything pretty quickly. But now you will have to work your way up to actually build those cooler endgame items, which is good, I think. Overall loot system. The overall loot system is great, and it's easy to find things, I think. But now they've improved that. I really enjoyed the loot system because it was good and punishing. But now they've added a lot more spawns to items and removed irrelevant spawns that shouldn't really be there. So they've done things like improve the firearm drop rate in firearm shops and hardware items in hardware shops, and removed all of the old stuff that was really in the way and that isn't really all too much use anymore. So that has streamlined that loot pool and made it pretty much just the things that you actually need. Whereas beforehand, there were a lot of things that you didn't really need and you could get improved versions of, and you ended up just coming across a lot of the same stuff. So luckily, they've mixed things up in that respect, which is quite good. And alongside that, there's been massive fixes to the vehicle system. Now, if you haven't played Survive the Nights, the vehicles are, well, they're fun. They're very fun. You will go across the map, you will go under the map, you will go over the map, you will go everywhere. But they are so much fun, especially the prison bus. As if you go back through some of the Survive the Nights content, there's a lot of prison bus on Survive the Nights on this channel, and it's mainly Projo's fault, so big shout out to him for that. But they are so much fun to drive, especially if you've got a group of you driving around. It is loads and loads of fun. So I'm very excited to see what they're doing next. They've released lots of updates recently for Survive the Nights. There's been several over the past couple of weeks, which have been great. There's major improvements, major fixes. The most recent one has actually included an admin panel inside the game where you can spawn items in, same as the console commands that if you're an admin of a server that you've got, or if you are playing on solo. I don't know if you can still do it. I know you used to be able to. I haven't tried. I play on server normally. But yeah, if you're hosting your own server, you can use console commands, I believe, and you can add loads of cool stuff. You can set all of the values, which is always great. And now being able to do that on the fly without having to type in loads of random bits and bobs is going to be so much easier, especially for the admins. If there's a lot of people on the server playing and doing stupid shit, it'll make their jobs a lot quicker. But overall, having all of these fixes, especially in such a short amount of time, has been brilliant for Survive the Nights. Hopefully this continues. I think we'll get some Survive the Nights gameplay up pretty soon. I've had a little bit of a play, but I've had an absolutely insane week, so I didn't manage to capture too much footage. My microphone wasn't working, my computer kept crashing. Yeah, loads of fun stuff. Hopefully we're back on track now. We shall see. We shall see. Maybe my missus might be nice and buy me a new computer for Christmas. Wishful thinking. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you all enjoyed. If you have, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for much more Survive the Nights. But now though, I've been Wired, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.